End of this video, you're gonna learn how I made this, but obviously the unpixelated version. It's so exciting. I started off with a sketch. I wanted like two characters like just gaming when I was younger. So like this is my character Raquel from my book Shaheem and Raquel, and this is her friend Michaela, who's in this particular image. And as you can see, like she's eating like crisps or chips, and then she's like having a controller pad, and like it's just like about them gaming, And yeah, I thought this would be a really fun piece to draw. So let's get into it. These characters, I took a screenshot on my phone, or took a photo of my phone, inserted it into OpenTools, which is a free app. I think someone recently tried installing it. Doesn't I've had it for a while, but I think on their computer. But anyway, so yeah, so I basically insert. So you just drag it, like you open it, and just drag it like that, and that's how it works. And then you lock the base layer. Sometimes it's not always best to go like draw on plain white because it kind of hurt your eyes for a while when you're doing the drawing. So sometimes do it grey, but because this paper, like the way it looks grey, it works. But yeah, sometimes when you're doing the original sketch, because it can hurt your eyes. So this right here, it's like the colours that extracts from the original. Obviously there's no purple in here in this original drawing, as you can see behind, but it's just the colours. But that's not the important part. The important part is just to look it down and scale it to the right size. Then what you do is you do toon master layer, you open it, and this is where all the information is of this drawing here. So as you can see, I use 33 different colours. Now there's probably one colour that sticks out the most, right? 19, because it's like every other colour is plain, and 30 and 31, every other colour is plain. But this one, all you see to do that, and to here, textures, you see it's this texture right here, 30 is this texture right here, 31 is this texture right here. And adding textures just like makes it the thing pop. If you want to make it clear, it's a different type of texture, obviously. So they've got like, it's kind of a Basque brickwork. They've got lots of nice textures. So it's just like a way of like elevating it, like what the different parts are. So it's like very clear. So yeah, they're very helpful textures. I don't really use this stuff, but if you have OpenTools, you should try it out. I don't use raster either, and I don't use settings. So what I do is I zoom in, and I just start from like a big chunk, like let's do the hair, and then I add like choose the color, it works, and then after I find, so this color is specifically 8, then I copy the same color, so I just click on the color, then you press add. So let me show you an example. Click on the color, press add, and it gets the same color. Then what you do is here, so where it says V, you bring it down so you can see it's darker, and if you bring it up, it's lighter. So I want the shading to be in the same color but the darker tone, so it feels like shading. So that's what I do. So I do that. Now the original drawings, so if I hide this layer, the original drawings don't actually have any indication of shading. But that's because my like knowledge of this art style, I'm able to like portray the shading the best way. So like this person's also wearing baggy clothes, so like I wanted the shading to mimic that as well. Sometimes you do have to do research on where the shading would be to fit the character and everything. So once I've done all that and I'm happy, and like I do different line weights as well to indicate parts. So like you can see this line is quite thin and then this line is quite thick for the ear. I do different line weights as well because that's part of my style, and just like indicates which parts are more heavier. So like this is, because it's the baggy clothes, it's more heavier than the chin, which is a very thin line. So once I've all done that, I go into Critter to polish it up. Composition. It's my Critter file. I use the dimensions of 1920 by 1080, and you can see I don't name all my files. You normally name your files if you're sharing a project with someone so they can work on it. I don't do that, so I don't name my files. But I only name it when it's like something I know I'm gonna go back to. So like the characters, if I want to move them around. But in terms of so most of these, this is the overlay. You can see the difference, right? So that's really cool. This is the couch. So when it's normally the lighting, I don't name it. So like this lighting, this is for the bag of chips. So this is what the color looks like before. You can see that bit of difference, right? So I kind of do that so I find the right one to bring out the best, the characters with the best light, so that they pop out from the scene. And a little extra touch for my style. I basically copy this layer. I do filter, adjust, HSV adjustments, and I put this all the way, as you can see. And that's like if I wanted a darker border. So what I do that, then I copy it and paste it behind the characters and just move it around so it forms a white outline. Or sometimes I do a black outline as well. But because the couch shaded black, it would have blended in. So I do this to like make the outline distinctive with the character, so they're able to pop out the page more. Add my logo, Blahz Comics and Art, and that's my process. This kind of texture here is like not one I use that often, but I think it was because I don't use that often, it was like interesting to use. And like, yeah, and this couch is like, it's symmetrical, so I just did one side and copy and paste the other side. This is like a palm tree behind. And yeah, I'm really proud of this piece, and I just wanted to show you guys. And I want to show you guys a magic trick, right? So if I go to here, so these are like all of the different files I have. I go art portfolio, I do gold. So this is what it looks like. Here I do filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I normally go around 50, so I mean 100, because 50, like 50% of it, so like in the middle, 100. And then look at this magic trick, right? So you think, where's the original image gone? You go normal, overlay, and look at that. You see the difference? So take it off. You see how it shines. Obviously this is a blurry version of the picture, but I'm just showing you an example of how well this, I made this gold original artwork myself. I didn't even discover this shit. It just like, it messaged my gold, like I did not know how to do this. I didn't even know the thing like this existed, but it just makes the things pop. Like, you see that before? So yeah, that's a really cool trick. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. So my Instagram bio, which is the same name as my company name, Blahz Comics and Art. Please support. Like, really like struggling in that sense of like having products that people want. So I just like appreciate the support, and also interested in doing commissions of people as well, like commission portraits. And yeah, I just really hope you enjoy this video.